Vikings are absolutely everywhere these days, and I have decided that they absolutely suck. That made-up Iron Age biker aesthetic with beard, braided hair, and Mjolnir necklace combo is spreading like herpes. It's almost hit faux cowboy levels throughout society. Unfortunately, I also wasn't totally immune at one point in time. 0% Scandinavian heritage, by the way. Disclaimer, I do think there was a lot of beauty, magic, and overall cool stuff in ancient Scandinavian culture. So for any Scandinavians watching this, I mean no disrespect. Please return to eating your fermented shark and drinking your goat milk in peace. But I also acknowledge the fact that Vikings and Somali pirates were the exact same thing, just in different times and places. First off, Viking wasn't just a blanket term for Scandinavian people. It was a verb, a job description if you will. And that job was groups of teenage boys getting on boats and landing unexpectedly in front of some family house at 3 a.m., then hacking the defenseless residents to death using hatchets, before carrying the women and children off into slavery, and stealing anything they could carry. Thor, Thorvald, Thorson of Thorgard and his pals weren't looking for the most glorious fight or whatever. They were ideally looking for an 80-year-old monk with no teeth, glaucoma, and an enlarged prostate who they could stab to death when he was getting up to use the toilet. Let's be serious now. The Vikings were just those teenagers in your local town center standing outside a kebab shop, catcalling girls and occasionally mugging someone for their phone. Praise Odin. Well, I guess some Vikings did settle down and end up creating things like Normandy and the Danelaw, which could have been a slight improvement from phone muggings. Viking hobbies, social norms, and banter don't fill me with a sense of euphoria and glory either. For example, there was a guy named Olvir Barnekal who was apparently bullied and called soft by his friends because he wasn't into skewering babies on his spear like they were during raids. Then there was Egil Skallagrimsson from the Icelandic sagas, one of the most famous Vikings in all of history. In half of his sagas, he just gets absolutely next level wasted at some social function and stabs someone to death as a joke and for the plot before running away into the forest after 35 shots of Jägermeister. His career as a random serial killer began as a child, according to the sagas, where he murdered another boy over a non-murder based game they were busy playing. His mom then praised him and told him he would be a great Viking one day. I've got to imagine this is probably not how most of our moms would react to these kinds of shenanigans. Norse mythology is cool and all, I guess, but I think I might have officially seen one too many AI-generated Viking songs on social media, playing over a video of some red-faced guy on gear looking catastrophically constipated and screaming to Odin to vanquish his GP for telling him to eat less steak and lard and a few more vegetables. Anyway, I'm going to listen to the Bathory album Nordland 2 again, because I'm a hypocrite, but Vikings still absolutely suck, and you're probably not getting into Valhalla. Catch you next time.